27th of February, Rabbi Levitt, Pele Yoetz.
It's okay, great.
Okay, let me see. Maybe I'll try to. Yeah, it looks like I'm low on the. Gotta plug in the battery here. Plug it. Well, maybe that'll help. Never know what'll do it. Hashtag Hashem. Okay, nope. Okay. We got fireworks over here a little bit early for 4th of July. All right. So, Yoetz. And let's see what we were in the middle of. Shvuah. Oh yeah, we okay. So we are up to not only, I think, right?
That is correct.
Okay. And we go to you want to go to Mayor, please start off for us the reading.
Okay. It says, not only is swearing with God's name prohibited, but even to swear by one's soul or by his life for no reason is prohibited, all the more so to swear falsely, for he damages his very soul. There are places where they taught their tongues to swear every time they speak by the life of their father, their brother, or the life of the person with whom they are talking. These are words of shame, lack of honor, and disgrace, besides the prohibition of a vain oath. This is the way the commentators explained the verse, you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for God will not exonerate. Even the person who takes his name, meaning his own name, in vain, all the more so the name of the omnipresent.
We cannot do that. Okay, so that's what we mentioned yesterday with Yosef. Seems as though that's what Yosef did. He made a shvuah b'chayei paro. So I didn't know exactly how that accords with what the Pele Yoetz is saying. We wouldn't. Seems like according to what the Pele Yoetz is saying, then that would be a violation. What Yosef did was a violation of the second dibra in the Seres HaDibros. So.
Well, it says here for no reason. The second line.
Yeah, because there is no reason to swear, right? There's no reason to swear. That's why it's for no reason.
Oh.
He said before, even if it's true. Oh, maybe you want to say this is different. This shvuah is not in Hashem's name it doesn't have that severity, even if it's true.
No, I don't know. No, I think it'd be the same for all. With some more stringent than others, but still the same. Improper.
Yeah, this that he says for no reason, that's based upon the pasuk. Lo si says Shem Hashem Elokecha Lashem. don't use the name of Hashem when you are when you're making a vain oath, lashav, for no reason.
More.
Yeah, that. Oh, Alan. Good morning, Alan. You trying to get in? You want Lou to send you a link? Okay, will do. Oh, okay. Okay. That was Alan. Could you send him a link, Lou?
Yes, Yemesh Hashem.
Thank you. Okay, so right. Yeah, he doesn't say which commentators explained it this way. That would have helped us in our research over here. But he says that that's the way they explain this pasuk over here. This is what it says. Oh, 1 second.
Okay, I sent the link.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Yeah, at the risk of engaging in a wild goose chase, because we don't know exactly where to look to find this this parish, because it's not mentioned over here which parish it is that he's referring to. I guess we won't engage in that. And but that's what the Pele Yoetz is saying. Based upon the pasuk of Losi says Shem Hashem Elokecha Lashav. This that it says Shem is even on Shem Shalatzmo. Very interesting. Yeah, okay. So let's go further. Yeah, because he says it causes he says it causes damage to the soul. Is that what he means? Not only to the soul of the person who's saying such a vain oath, but even to the it's not a proper way of talking. It's a lack of honor to invoke the life of a person to fortify one's words. Why are you bringing the person's life into the picture? Okay, so he's got more to say about this. The bottom paragraph. Oh, here comes Alan. That link always works. Baruch Hashem. Okay, so we're going to continue with the bottom paragraph. In truth, we go to Roy to continue. In truth, please.
In truth, it is unnecessary folly. If people believe them, they believe them without an oath. And if people do not believe them, they will not believe them even with an oath. What difference does it make to them? This is the punishment of someone who is accustomed to swear. No one believes all of his oaths. It is not so regarding someone who is not so accustomed to swear, and at some point in time is obliged, and it is appropriate for him to swear. For example, people suspect him of something which he did not do, and he wants to vindicate himself. In this situation, it is proper for him to swear in order that they will believe his words to fulfill, and you will be innocent before Hashem and men. And in order to ease their minds, that they should not be suspect of moral people. Then they will believe his words and will tremble when they hear an oath from his mouth. This is his reward in this world, and in the next world even more. When a person swears to do anything, he must not violate his word, whether he swore by the name of God or whether he swore by his own life, upon his soul, by the life of his father or the life of his friend. If he does not fulfill his oath, then he is disparaging the honor of heaven. Behold, this person did not have pity upon the honor of his maker, his own life, upon the life of his father, or upon the life of his friend. God will bring a person to judgment for everything.
Oh. Mm-hmm. So he mentions over here an instance of where it will be necessary and even a proper thing to make an oath. He's talking about a person who generally he doesn't make oaths. He doesn't make oaths. Somebody who's always making an oath, they don't believe. They wonder to themselves, why is he making the oath all the time? What there's some reason he realizes that what he's saying is not so and so it's attracts suspicion to his own words, even if he makes an oath. But somebody who never makes an oath and he makes an oath, that's in a case where it's where he's defending his he's been accused of an avera, and he has to defend himself to clear his people shouldn't think that he did an avera. So then that'll be he says that's a fulfillment of the pasuk, v'isem nikim, and you shall be clean before Hashem and also before people. People shouldn't be choshid b'ksherim. So then he says great shevach about this oath that he makes. Great praise. Wow. He'll even have okay. All right. Okay, in the final paragraph, the Yadua. I mean, that's in the Hebrew. It is known. That's what it says. Yeah, it is known. Okay, we go to Lou to continue. And welcome to Alan.
It is
Are you there, Alan?
that the slapping of the palm is considered a severe oath, and one is required to fulfill it. There are several ignoramuses among the nation who permit themselves, when they swear and do not want to fulfill their oath, to say that it is bad for them, and there cannot be an oath for something that is bad. They have made a mistake and confused this with an oath not taking effect when a person swears to violate a mitzvah, as established in the Talmud. Otherwise, the person is surely obligated to fulfill an oath. The punishment for a person who violates his oath is very harsh. Therefore, a man should do whatever he utters from his mouth.
And the slapping of the palm, that must mean shaking the hand, or is it another action?
Yeah, I mean, our custom is to shake hands. Let's shake on it, and that's an indication that he's affirming the fact that he's going to do what he says the agreement is. It's a handshake. So it carries more weight simply than mere words. Is it called a shvua? He says that Tekiyas Kaf is called a shvua. So you want to know, is a handshake regarded as a shvua? I don't. Could be. I know that's the way people translate this word Tekiyas Kaf. Could be that's what it means. Could be. Yeah. I mean, we know that that simply to say that you're going to do something, even without making a shvur that you're going to do it. If you promise to do something, you're not swearing, but you're promising, and you're not saying bli neder. So that's basically you've created a neder. You haven't created a shvua, but it would be a neder, and it's also equal. We spoke about that, I think, in the entry on the Dorim. So okay. Person is yeah. He really, as we know, person shouldn't put himself in the situation of making a neder that he's obligated to do something. He because who says he's going to be able to do it? He's not in control of his. It may be something that's beyond his control to do. He doesn't know what the future will bring.
So something simple like saying to your wife after dinner, I'll wash the dishes. And she says, fine. So you're obliged then to wash the dishes.
Of course. You want to know if you're in violation of a neder, should you say bli neder? Say I'll try to wash. I'm without any commitments. I'm gonna try to wash the dishes for you. Yeah.
And then what happens if you're a bit tardy in getting around to doing it, and she does it instead?
Oh well, how long do you have to fulfill your neder?
Yeah, or has your neder been cancelled, violated, or what?
You didn't put a time limit on your commitment, did you?
No.
But if your wife understands that it means
soon.
Yeah,
That's
because
that's a sort of a time limit.
if if a person has to take a phone call, or he has to go to the bathroom or something, or he's, something he's got to do. So he does that. But after that, he's the expectation was, I would assume, that he's going to do what he said he was going to do. Especially if it's something like dirty dishes and the piling up in the sink. So it didn't mean the next morning. But okay.
But even if you say bli neder, I mean, if I say to my wife, bli neder, I'll do the dishes tonight. I still have to do them. Right?
You what?
I still have to do them. I can't say, well, I said bli neder, therefore I'm not obligated.
Yeah. You just you're all you're doing right. All you're doing is covering yourself from having violated a neder. But yeah, even if you say bli neder, you should do what it is that you were saying that you were going to do. Sure.
So what happens then in my second part of the question, if it's done for you, if she does it or someone else does the dishes, they just do it. They don't even tell you they're going to do it, but they do. How does that leave you with your sure?
You said you made a shvua that you're going to wash the dishes?
Well, implied, isn't it?
You promised.
I said I'll do them. I will do them.
Okay.
I'll do them. That's a promise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so and then you don't, and then the opportunity to do them is taken away from you within a reasonable time. It's taken away from you. You would have done them when you got around to do them. They're done.
Right.
So how does that leave you as far as making some sort of commitment initially? How does that leave you?
How does that leave you? That leaves you in a situation that next time make sure you're the one that gets to the dishes first.
Right. So what about this time?
This time, there's nothing to do about this time. It was if it was
You say, I'm sorry, how about if I clean the floor instead?
No.
The windows?
right.
I do the
You
floor.
have to make it up to her.
Chocolate. She doesn't have chocolate. What can I do? All right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's an interesting question. A person makes a commitment to do something, and then somebody else does it before he hasn't had a chance to do it. Is that called that he violated his commitment to do it, or is it called that it was
Onus.
an onus?
Is he off the hook?
It was an onus Rahmana Patre, we say.
What's that? What?
In regard to an onus, in regard to not being able to fulfill something that one was endeavoring to fulfill, Hashem absolves the person because it was truly something that was beyond his ability to fulfill.
But I think there's another principle here, Rabbi, and that is that with one's wife, he is never off the hook.
Oh, well, I mean,
You got to make it up to her.
uh-huh.
You can't just say, well, what can I do?
Well, why do you think that she decided to do the dishes instead of waiting for you to do them?
Because it was disgusting. She couldn't stand it.
So her feeling is it's very nice that he said that he was going to do it, but at the end of the day, she's saying, at least perhaps maybe not in a halakhic sense, but she's just feeling that he didn't do what he said he's going to do. So yeah, that calls for some type of a has to make it up, right? Right. Yeah, I guess like Pele Yoetz always says, each person has to judge his make the judgment and use his own understanding and discretion. So even if Hashem will excuse you because of the principle of onus Rahman Patre was something beyond your control, but you still, Lou is pointing out that, but that's in regard to not being in violation of the commitment, but in terms of the relationship, you have to that may be a different. You have to make it up to her, right? Right. You have to. Or maybe she just said, "Oh, maybe the whole reason that you offered to do it is because you felt she's tired or she's not feeling 100%, and you said you would take care of it. And then later on, she felt better, and so she did it like she always does. I don't know. You have to know your situation. Is it an expectation that the husband should clean the dishes? Is that part of his just even in ordinary operating situations, even if his wife is even if she's fine and feeling well and Baruch Hashem, healthy and strong. That's depends on the house. Depends on the house. Depends on the understanding of the two people. Okay. Seichel Tov. All right. All right. So, Shem Shamayim, and a round of applause for swearing. Yay!
Hooray!
Page 329.
3:30.
But we didn't finish 330 yet because we still have the bottom paragraph of the name of heaven. So we will go to that forthwith, and we call upon Alan. Alan, can you? Are you there? Are you able to read for us?
You're muted if you are answering.
Oh yes, we have to. You should know that you're muted.
You're not there.
Okay, so he had to leave. All right.
Here he is.
Okay. Oh,
Person mentions the name.
Why
of
is he upside down?
I don't know.
Alan, you're upside down.
All right.
Just say, Alan, we can hear you. It doesn't really matter.
No, it's quite all right. The words are coming out the way around, I'm sure.
All right. There's no picture. There I am, upside down. Okay.
Okay.
That's a new one. That's a new one.
You have to be thankful to Hashem that when your picture is right side up.
Now
One
it's
more
gone.
thing to write down on your list.
It's amazing that your teapot doesn't fall off.
James Shemayim, the name of heaven. If a person mentions the name of heaven in vain, he also violates. Do not use the name of the Lord. Devarim 5:11. My opinion has already been stated that it makes no difference whether a person uses Hebrew or any Gentile language. Just as a person needs to be careful not to mention Hashem's holy name in filthy hours or in a place which is not clean, he also needs to be careful not to mention Hashem's name in any language in those places. Therefore, a person should be careful when he speaks in a bathhouse, not to mention and say dive, which is also the name of God in Spanish. Likewise, he should not say Allah Rosal's son, which is Hashem's name in Arabic. The same is true for every other language.
I remember there was a question in the Kollel many years ago. Somebody bought a bathroom spray. Let's see if I have a normal picture. Oh, there we go, at least for now. Somebody had bought a bathroom spray from a company that was based in England. And it said it had a little thing, my royal appointments to His Majesty the Queen, Her Majesty the Queen, and et cetera, et cetera. And it mentioned G-D in this thing on the bathroom spray. And so he asked the Shaila. It was there, I think, the first day, and then somebody pointed out to him that you can't do that. So he asked the Shaila, and then the next day that the bathroom spray was not there. So you have to make sure that you don't have any names of Hashem on your bathroom spray if you find bathroom spray from England.
Uh-huh.
So all right. Next paragraph, and a round of applause for page 330. Right. The halachic deciders. We go back to Meir to start off the reading, please.
Okay, the halacha decisors, Brit Olam and Sefer Haredim of the Childa, Siman 1092, have already admonished a person not to ask his friend, did you say Elokeinu? Rather, he should ask, did you say Ya'alev Yavo? Likewise, a person should not ask, did you say Elokeinu Shama, which is mentioning God's name in vain. Rather, one should ask, did you say the morning blessings? Or he should ask Elokai or Elokeinu with a kuf. Similarly, people who assist others to recite the blessings for the groom should not begin helping from the word Elokeinu, but from the words Melech HaOlam. This applies as well in all similar cases. Go out and learn to what extent the sages were concerned about mentioning God's name in vain from what they, in the Dharm Tembi, said, a person should not say, for God, a sacrifice, but rather a sacrifice for God. Likewise, a person should not say to his friend, God should give you good days, rather, good days God should give you. These are all because of a concern lest he immediately die after he mentioned God's name, and he will not be able to finish. Okay. Consequently, he would have mentioned God's name in vain. There are several ignoramuses among the nation. This is especially common among women who, when they see something bewildering, they mention God's name in vain. How good is the practice among God-fearing and reverent men that they do not mention God's name at all. Rather, they say, Hashem Yitbarach, may his name be blessed. What, can I ask one quick question?
Sure.
Why when we say Hashem's name with the kuf, why was kuf decided as the leather?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Well,
I mean, maybe it flows well. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's very practical reason.
I don't know. I don't know for a fact why, but it would seem to me that because the letter kuf is a very strong letter, kuf, and you can clearly hear that the person is not saying with a hey, he's saying Elokeinu. So there's no doubt about the fact that he's being careful to use not to use the proper name of Hashem.
Okay, good.
So I'm troubled by his statement. This is especially common among women. Seems to me that's Lashon Hara.
He's so why does he feel a need to he's coming to speak disparagingly about women. We shouldn't think that that's what he's trying to do, because there'd be no point for him to do that, and it would be us. He's not somebody who speaks out of turn or improperly. So we would have to say that he's seeing that this is the way it is, and he's giving an extra admonishment to women that they should be careful about this, because he notices that they more than men are more easily prone to doing this. It's a type of an admonishment. So that's why he feels the need to single them out over here. So I'd like to look up this. Do we have time? I'd like to. Oh no, we don't have any time, do we? Okay. I'd like to look up this Gemara in the Dharma. I don't remember this Gemara. Because the general rule is that we say that a person has a Cheskes Chaim. Why is it that when a Kohen he goes on a business trip. His wife is still allowed to eat truma. Maybe the plane crashed. Maybe the taxi crashed. Maybe when he got off the plane, who knows what happened to him. We don't say that. So perhaps over here, the point is that there's a very easy, maybe the difference is that in spite of the fact that the person has a chesed chaim, which means that he's been living for the last X number of years, and we're not really concerned that something's going to happen to him right now. But perhaps the point is it's a very easy thing to you just can accomplish the same exact thing by putting the bracha before Hashem's name. And if you're saying Hashem instead of the proper name of Hashem, then there wouldn't be a problem whatsoever in any case. So that's why I'd like to take a look at this Gemara in the Dharma and see exactly what it's talking about. Because it would seem that since Hashem's name, since Hashem's proper name is being used in connection with a bracha, it's otherwise appropriate. Only thing is that you got this seemingly far-fetched concern that the person is going to pass away in the middle of his speaking, and so therefore you should. We're not saying not to use the proper Shem Hashem in the context of giving the bracha, but we're just saying, according to the Pele Yoetz, to defer it to later on in the words, not to say it, not that the first word should be the proper name of Hashem when saying the bracha. Okay, 11:31, and it's time to say goodbye.
Okay.
To all our family.